and then going into another motion. It's not because I do my technique 1 and then 3 and 4. No. I do it adapting to your motion. If your energy change to another direction, you will see my hand change. Okay? So it's not me that doing the change. You doing my change. Okay? So you hear me, you started to feel a little bit confusing. This guy is not like a regular martial artist that I learned from how to see food. Yes, I really am not. Okay? It's a concept that is not invented by me. It's invented by the old Chinese martial artists. It's just that I rediscover the truth. Okay? Now, first of all, first thing that I want to talk about is one of the greatest Sifu that I have, and you also know him. His name is Isaac Newton. Everybody know Newton. He's great. He developed physics, and he used his formulations, and he developed everything in his work. I don't care building, I don't care car, and everything. Everything is from his formulation that he summarized in the formula. So what is his third law of motion? You say mass time acceleration equal to force. You guys learned that in high school? No. Mass times acceleration equal to force. Force. What is force? Force basically is power, right? Okay, something that we do, and if I throw something at you, if I can get the accelerate a lot, and also the weight of the item that hits you, and the weight is going with that acceleration, I got a maximum force. You can say yes, you got a maximum force. Okay? If that is true, then I'm gonna challenge a lot of the Sifu out there teaching. They say, hey, to do a hard punch, you got to go into a stand tight there, and use your waist to turn, and that will get a lot of power, and he will hurt. It's very strong. Okay? To me, that's kind of like if Isaac Newton's sitting in a chair looking at him, Isaac Newton would say, bullshit. Right? So therefore, let's think a little bit more about it by using Newton's law. Mass times acceleration equal to force. So what is mass? If I'm here, I wanted to throw a thing at him. So basically my whole being is the mass, isn't it? If I weigh 120 pounds, it's 120 pounds. If I weigh 200 pounds, it's 200 pounds. It's my mass. Okay? So that's one part. The other part is accelerations. Acceleration is how fast you increase speed, the interval of how you change the speed over an interval of time, isn't it? Okay? Or you can say distance. So if I travel 3 feet from my punch right here and to here, it's 3 feet. And acceleration, basically when we use power, is my muscle is contract, isn't it? So that's really my ability of contracting my muscle is my acceleration from 0 to maximum of me, right? So if my maximum is 100, so from 0, if I accelerate 10 interval to 100, how many times did I accelerate? 100 times, right? I accelerate 100 times interval. Now, if I only have 100 time interval, if I accelerate this 3 feet here, unless I go 10 feet here, I still accelerate 100 time interval. So therefore, I have to go maximum, right? So if that's the case, then my acceleration is really what? Low, right? Okay? But what about if I change that long distance accelerations? Just right here. Now I have about 3 trips on each. I go. Now my acceleration is strong, isn't it? Okay, it's basically at the best. So if that's the case, okay, and that is the best way. I accelerate really fast, right, over the interval. Now I got that portion of the formulation of Newton's law now. My next one is mass transfer. What is mass transfer? My body weight here, transfer to here. It means at the time that I impact, it's right here, right? So I do the two together. On! Right? Now my mass transfer and accelerate. So my power impact here, his whole being cannot take it. He has to start stepping back. Right? It's one way. So that's the maximum force. So therefore, when I punch someone, I would not be going like this. See, I would be going. Okay? You guys, Bruce Lee is on YouTube. Right? So you watch the way that he goes. That's mass transfer, isn't it? Okay? And his acceleration is like he go here, he go, everything contract. So it is the maximum acceleration at the shortest period of distance, right? You don't see his leg go, then moving in, right? No, won't work. Right? So therefore, mass and acceleration equal to power. He demonstrates the inch power using the same formulation. Okay? All this is the demonstrations of Newton's law. You're doing it right. You want to get people apart. Okay? And swing and go in. Mass and acceleration, you have to do it. Okay? And just know. Okay. Now, and let's examine Newton's second law. We say momentum. Whenever the object is moving over time, and the energy, if it stops, you might see the object stop, but there is an energy continue to travel, and that was demonstrated by 5 metal ball. He pulled up the last one. He let go. The ball hit that second ball, but this first ball stopped. Second ball didn't move. Third ball didn't move. All four didn't move. The fifth ball jumped up. That is a demonstration of when you impact something, and if you stay there and don't let it bounce back, because like a ping pong ball, you throw it, it bounce up. But if you stay there, and the energy will start travel. Pass. Okay? And this cannot be demonstrated by hitting it. You can't see it. But if you wanted to feel it, you feel it today, right? If you wanted to feel it, you're welcome to come up to me. I'll show you the penetration. Okay? I'll show you that this, I won't hurt you. Together? No. Okay, I won't hurt you. Okay? I've already given you maybe 2 or 3% of my power and energy. And you feel it, but you won't feel it. Okay? So, but that's momentum, right? Newton's law, he said that that's momentum. Momentum travels. Then in our way of doing, in internal martial art, when we're using that, we use the momentum as to penetrate. Right? Your heart is behind this big muscle here is behind there, and behind the rib cage. How can I get to it? Right? But if I want to hear, I want to penetrate, I just send the energy penetrating, momentum going. Now your heart is going to, right? And then you're going to have trauma. Do you know that when you want to stop the heart, it's not by hitting the heart really hard, it's by giving the heart a trauma that so it stops? Because the rhythm of it jumping got disturbed, then it stops. And how do you revive it? You use that shocking thing. You shock it, the heart jump again, and it restores the rhythm of jumping, so it starts jumping again. Okay? Stopping it the same way. You give it a trauma, it will stop. You give it a trauma, it will jump. Alright, okay, so martial artists find out, right? So therefore, I want to kill you, and all I need to do is just throw myself. I know how to get get a penetration and the momentum going. So create a trauma on the heart stops. The heart is stopped. I'm not going to do it the second time, so I'm going to let it. Okay. Right? So basically, that's where the strike comes from. Okay? We are martial artists, we're doing martial art, of course. When we do something, we're talking about damage. Right? What damage? Right? Your brain is the same way. There's such a big bone right here to protect, your skull is protecting the brain. How can you make the guy pass out? Okay? Do you know that boxing, they put a gloves on, they hit the guy's head? It's not the power, how big his muscle is to make the guy pass out. Is that the glove is so big and so soft, by the time it hit, it creates a vibration. The vibration goes into the brain, and then the guy goes back up. Okay? So therefore, by hitting the head, well, I show you guys how to do that. But basically, first understand the principle and theory. Okay? So to recognize certain organs in a person's body is to know how to utilize Newton's law.